Hey everyone, it's Rock for Cash, the People's Champ, coming to you live from Cash Stadium. Well, that's it. 2018 FNFL season is over, and we have a new champion. Our new champion this year is Mitch's Mongrels. Great effort today, beating Archie's All-Stars. But before we get into that, I want to thank Team Mazza for the song. And really, there could have only been one song chosen today. We Are the Champions by Queen. So sit back and enjoy a bit of Freddie as we go through what happened in the bowl matches today. Well, in the Duty Bowl, Mitch's Mongrels prevailed. They are the Duty Bowl champions for 2018, beating Archie's All-Stars 114.94 to Archie's All-Stars 74.36. Great effort by Coach Mongrel, Darren. I had a look back through the season. After round 2 and after round 4, the Mongrels were on the bottom of the ladder. So even coming up to the finals, I think in round 12, they were sitting in 10th spot. So they've really come home with a wet sail to take out the Duty Bowl. In this game, Howard picked up 23.4, Evans 22.6, and Kittle 20.9. Pat Mahomes, the train, bit quiet, 17.34, and Coleman 11.4, and Derrick Henry definitely quiet at 10.6. For Archie's All-Stars, Jared Goff 23.96, Freeman 10.3, and the Patriots defense 24. As I said, the Mongrels, they'll be ecstatic about this. The inner city club, coached beautifully by Min. He had this, just like he does with his racehorses, has them primed, ready for the Melbourne Cup, and he's primed his team beautifully to take out the Duty Bowl. Commiserations to Father Cull. I'm sure there's a few altar boys getting rogered as we speak. Just in pure frustration that he couldn't get the job done. As Cash has been saying, he's been up and down like a bride's 90. Cash couldn't tip him this week. He was on the Mongrels train, the Mahomes train. They came home with a wet sail, and good on them. They're a great club, beautifully coached, and we look forward to celebrating a Mongrels premiership in the upcoming months, and we look forward to unfurling the flag at Mongrel Stadium later on next year now. So with that said, well done to Mitch's Mongrels, 2018 FNFL champions. Commiserations, Archie's All-Stars. Great effort to get there. Finished 5th to make the Duty Bowl. Great effort. On to the next game was the Machadi. This was between Moneymaker 7 and Smooth Criminal, the brother and sister battling it out for 3rd spot. Moneymaker 7, 90.84. They got the chocolates today. Smooth Criminal, 46.58. Absolute shellacking in the end. Look, we're not really sure what happened. Obviously, Smooth Criminal took a ball, went home, cracked it, could not be bothered looking at her team after losing last week. Alvin Kamara, Devontae Adams, both were inactive today. She just couldn't be fagged changing them. 2 duck eggs from them. Moneymaker 7 were led beautifully by Barkley, who picked up 20.2. Ericsson 15.1. Nick Foles 12 before he got injured. Diggs 10. Bryant, the kicker, 11, and the Seahawks defense 12. For Smooth Criminal, just Vinatieri 10 and the Broncos 13. No one else got into double figures. But like I said, she's got other things on her mind now. Finishing 4th was obviously enough for her. I'm not really giving a flying fat fuck whether she finished 3rd or 4th. She's got a wedding to attend to on Friday, so obviously that is where her mind is at the moment. But that being said, great effort by Moneymaker 7 to finish 3rd. They finished in 11th spot at the end of the home and away season. To go from 11th to 3rd is a fantastic effort. Jordan as well went from 8th to 4th, so really a great effort by her as well. Shame they were the Chapchards representing going into the semi-finals last week. Both choked severely. Absolutely disgraceful effort by those two. and now she'll be a Chapchard no more, will become a Brown on Friday. So best of luck with that, J-Dog, and the Cash will be looking forward to emceeing your reception, and very honoured to do so. In the next game, this was for the Dodgy. This was between Young Remix Killers and the Browns. Pretty much ditto to the last game. Young Remix Killers 83.52 to the Browns 44.28. So well done to the Young Remix Killer, who finished second on the ladder, ended up finishing fifth, taking out the Dodgy Bowl. The Browns, disappointing into the season. They finished first. They're going to finish in sixth spot. Not a great effort. Again, his mind is obviously elsewhere as well, with the impending marriage to the Smooth Criminal on Friday. Ezekiel Elliott didn't even make the field today. Couldn't be fag changing him either. 44.28. That's got to be an all-time low for the Brown. Really, only the Chargers got into double figures with 21 points. Imagine if they fucked up. This could have been a really, really low score. But it's all about the Young Remix Killers. For them, Matty Ryan, highest scoring player, 27.32. Marlon Mack, 15.8. And the Titans defence, 11. So with that, Young Remix Killers can hold their heads high, beating the Browns in this one. A great effort to you there, young Cav. I know you've had your mind on shagging pretty much all year, but you've come home with a wet sail and won this game. So well done to you, champ. Look forward to seeing what the Young Remix Killers can do next season. In the next game, this one featured Rock for Cash up against Shiva Kamini. This was for the Finkel. Rock for Cash was down at quarter time, 2 points to 44, but rallied in the second and third quarters to finish up on 107.04 to Shiva Kamini 83.60. The Cash finished in third place at the end of the home and away season. He's going to walk away in seventh spot. Bit disappointed in that, but Shiva Kamini would be over the moon. Finished in last spot and is going to finish in eighth overall in this game. Rock for Cash had a number of players that stood up when it was needed. The Chiefs defence, very maligned defence all year. They finished on 25 points. Tyreek Hill smashing records wherever he goes, 23.9. CJ Anderson, the fill-in for Todd Gurley, 21.4. Damian Williams, the fill-in for Spencer Ware, Chuck Kundrick, West, Kareem Hunt, and every other fucking running back that's fallen over at the Chiefs. He got 11.9. And Zerline, in Cash's opinion, the best kicker in the league, finished with 13. On Shiva Kamini's side, Tommy Brady, the man's the GOAT. He's just that good, 25 points. Julian Edelman, 18.1. Eric Ebron, 12. And the Bears, the FNFL Defense of the Year, finished on 10. So we had the fantasy MVP in this game. Tyreek Hill absolutely smashed it. Smashed the Chiefs' record today for the most receiving yards ever in the franchise's history. So well done to you, Tyreek. We look forward to reacquainting ourselves with you next year. Hopefully we can get you back onto our team. So the Cash, you know, when the Cash started all of this back in week one, he was expecting to win the Duty Bowl. Basically, the Cash has looked at the final weeks of this season, and basically the Cash has made a few little tiny errors that he's going to have to live with. Basically, in the last 3 games that the Cash played, if he swapped his quarterbacks around, he would have won the Duty Bowl. But he's not crying over spilt milk. He's happy where he's finished. Last year he finished in 9th spot. The year before that he was in 11th spot. So everything's going upwards and upwards for the Cash. So well done to myself. Great effort. Bad luck, Shiva, but you can be happy with where you ended up, champ. In the next game, it was the Leroy, and what a game this was. Little Waiters were hosting Little River Giants, and this is easily the closest game of the round. Little Waiters, 81.18 to Little River Giants, 79.78. Only 1.4 points separated these two teams. Little Waiters were led beautifully by Julio Jones, 19.8. DeAndre Hopkins, 14.7. Tucker, 14. The Steelers defense, 10. And Dixon from Baltimore, 11.9. Over on the other side, Little River Giants, we had Roethlisberger, 12.78. Cooks, 18.2. Ingram, 16.1. But, no excuses here. Little River Giants, you haven't got a wedding to plan. Why the fuck didn't you go in and change Todd Gurley? You would have won the game, champ. You only lost by 1.4, and you got a cockhead sitting on the bench, D. Johnson from Cleveland, 2.4. You would have won by a point. But look, you got to live with that there, Shawnee. But taking nothing away from Little Waiters, great effort by them to win this game. They held on beautifully. There would have been heart palpitations up there at Merbean this afternoon, I would have thought, while this game was being played out. But in the end, Little Waiters were just that little bit too good, a little bit too smart maybe for the commissioner from Little River Giants. Maybe they can have a chat about that at the wedding on Friday. So well done to you, Little Waiters. You finished in 9th spot after the ladder, and you finished up picking up 9th spot. So good effort. And the same with Little River Giants, finished in 10th spot at the end of the home and away, and end up finishing 10th spot after the bowl matches. So this definitely was a game that was probably the best one to watch on television. In the final game, look, don't know what the Cash can say about this one. He has been on the Kelpies all year, only because, let's get serious here, the Kelpie's a good friend of mine, Dave. I've hung shit on you all year, and I know that you can take it. You love having the shit hung on you, and champ, you haven't won the Sacco. Team Maz has won the Sacco. It's bittersweet, really. I mean, the Kelpies 74.70 to Team Mazza 54.02. Great effort by you, Kelpie. Finished in 6th spot, ended up in 11th spot at the end of the bowl matches. Team Mazza were in 5th spot, ended up being on the bottom of the ladder after the bowl matches. So great effort by you, Kelpie, man. I know that you're a very, very well-coached team. You don't win 2 premierships in a row if you're a fuckhead. And so, Kelpie, well done to you on avoiding the Sacco. Team Mazza, where do I begin? Team Mazza came to Cash Stadium, round 12, about 5 or 6 weeks ago. As we've been saying, the Mazza train broke down. It's still broken down. Maz, you need to go out and buy a new train. This one out the front of my place is fucked. It's not going to go anywhere. I'll be calling the council tomorrow to get them in to actually move it because I can't mow me lawns. You were the hottest ticket in town. There are other coaches backing you to win the Duty Bowl from where you were. You're in 2nd spot before you came to see the Cash, and pretty much your team has just imploded. We're not 100% sure what's happened. You're blaming a lot of on injuries. Melvin Gordon, LaShawn McCoy, Doug Baldwin, I think. Drew Brees, fell away. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's got to come down to the coach, surely. Maybe you need to bit of softly next year, Maz. I'm not sure where things actually went awry here, but yeah, I think it's where Dave likes to send people at the end of the season when things need to be looked at, and that's the big room of mirrors. Obviously, the big room of mirrors is where Team Mazza, the coaching staff, support staff, anyone associated with that team need to go into the big room of mirrors and have a good look around and have a good hard look at themselves. But that's enough hanging shit on Team Mazza, I believe. So well done again, Kelpie man, to avoid the Sacco. So that's pretty much it for 2018. Look, the Cash is happy and sad in a sense. He's sad that the season's finished. He's happy where he's finished at the end of the day. Would have liked to have finished a lot higher, but, stiff shit to the Cash. No one else really cares. So just in a nutshell, first place, Mitch's Mongrels, Archie's All-Star second, Moneymaker's third. We're in third place. Smooth Criminal in fourth place. Young Remix Killers fifth. The Browns sixth. Rock for Cash seventh. Shiva Community eighth. Little Waiters ninth. Little River Giants 10th. The Kelpies in 11th. And our Sacco for the year is Team Mazza. You're probably thinking that's the end of Cash TV until next season, but no, the Cash will be back. The Cash is planning on doing a few little extra broadcasts in the coming days and weeks. He will do an in-depth analysis on each team, how they performed this year and where he possibly will see them go next year. There will also be a special Cash TV based solely on statistics of 2018. And finally, the Cash will also do another special Cash TV about the FNFL, the other league that was being played coincidentally with this one, trying out a few different things. Few extra players, few different types of players. So the Cash will go into detail about that one, but just a little sneak. Well done to you, little waiter, on winning that one. So that's pretty much it. It's New Year's Eve. It's 8:52. The Cash is going to get to having some more beers now to see into the new year. Seriously though, everyone in FNFL land, it's been a pleasure to do Cash TV this year. I think this is episode number 58 or something. So the Cash has, put his head down, his bum up, and had a real good, hard crack at Cash TV. From everything that everyone's told me, they're happy with Cash TV. So the Cash will continue with this next season. Cash has got a lot of thinking to do over the break. Is it time for Cash to step down as commissioner? Is it time to anoint Nickety the assistant commissioner? These are a lot of questions that Cash has got running around his head at the moment. The league's in a pretty good spot where it is at the moment. We'll just see where that leads. But, for the final time, discussing what's happened in FNFL 2018. And again, everyone, Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to your families. Happy New Year to everyone associated with your teams. And it's been a pleasure doing Cash TV. So with that, that's the Cash out.